It is day 5. It is day 5 of our little trip around France, and today we are headed to Strasbourg. That should be a good one. I mean, Strasbourg is one of the most beautiful cities in France. Very different from everything we've seen so far, so I'm really excited. Cathedral, I've heard, is majestic. But before, let's start the day. Coffee. Where's your coffee?
Coffee.
No coffee?
I don't do coffee.
Alright.
I'm going to finish getting ready.
Let's get on the road.
Arrived in Strasbourg, and Paul and I are super grateful to be here. This is part of the Alsace region. It's very, very different from the south of France. The building and the architecture, it looks like we're in Germany, and that's of course because we are right at the border of Germany. So let's go explore.
So we're headed to the Grand Île, the Big Island, which is pretty much, you have a river in Strasbourg and it just goes into two arms and then goes back together and it creates an island. And we're headed there, and that's the historical town. That's where basically you have all the old architecture and all the things to see in Strasbourg. So let's go.
Although there's a little bit of construction going on, it is still stunning. Wow. I'm in shock by this. Like, how is it possible? It stands so tall, and they built this so long ago. This is what I was the most excited to come see in Strasbourg. It is 142 meters tall. It was once the largest construction ever for about 200 years, and that's within the whole world, but it still remains the tallest building that was built in the 15th century. So it's just magnificent. Like, I know the photos and videos aren't even going to do it justice, but I'm glad you guys can see part of it, or if you've been here, you know how blessed you are to see this in person. .344 steps. Ready, babe? Let's go up. 344 steps like this. Turning around. You're gonna make it, babe. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful for the little windows because I get like claustrophobic, especially with the mask on.
I think we're halfway through. That should be about 150 steps.
No, not even. I wish. We did not go up 150 steps.
Can't believe they make you pay $8 for this torture.
It's worth it. He needs to work out. He never does anything. I just freaked myself out a little bit by looking down because this building is so old, and I know it's stable, but my mind plays tricks on me. I like looking out of those things because I can't see down. It makes me feel better.
It was only half. There's more stairs. And it's going back up a lot more.
Paul's huffing and puffing. And when he thought we were like 100 steps, we were probably only like...
I said 150. We just passed 200.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, so yeah. Wow. Alright, so we made it to the top. It is such a stunning view from up here and along the staircase as well. You get little peeks throughout the windows. You can look through these things too, and you could see different parts of Strasbourg. One of them is Petite France, which is where we are going to be headed to later today. It was €8 per person, so it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the climb. That was beautiful, absolutely stunning.
Now let's go get some food.
Yes. So hard to get it on film. So we just got done eating at Copper Branch. It was delicious. Paul and I both got a burger, different types, but I really liked mine. Mine had like a smoky flavor, and Paul's was more of, what was yours? Yours was grilled onions, and he had sprouts in his burger, but it was a really, really good restaurant. I guess they opened up in Canada, and now they have other locations. So I'm super glad we found that restaurant because it was all vegan. Now to search for something for dinner tonight. And we're also going to be heading to Petite France. So I'm excited to see that. So we just arrived at our hotel. This is Tandem Hotel. Paul and I are pretty shocked because this hotel cost us €80 a night, and all of the other past places we have stayed have been over €100. And Paul and I don't like to spend a lot of money on the places that we stay because we're going to be spending most of the time outside of the hotel room. So since this is the cheapest, this is the best looking hotel we've stayed at. The staff is so friendly. We were able to leave our baggage here while we went out and explored this morning. And also they have filtered water for you here in a nice fancy glass bottle that you can keep refilling, which is really nice because none of the other places had anything like that. They even have bikes to rent downstairs, and it's just a very eco-friendly hotel, so I love that. We just arrived in Petite, France. This is the second thing that I definitely wanted to see while we were here in Strasbourg, as from the photos online are very picturesque. There was a time where fishermen, millers, and tanners once lived and worked here, but I am excited to go see more of these colorful buildings and take some photos. Santé. Margarita. I've missed this.
Well-deserved drink.
Yes. This is called...
You're so embarrassing, baby.
So embarrassed.
People are watching. It's so awkward to vlog people. I don't think you guys understand what it's like talking to a camera in front of a crowd in the middle of the street. I was gonna make a point about the pass sanitaire. Today came into law that every restaurant, bars, trains, every museum, cathedral, everywhere you go, you have to show that you are either vaccinated or that you've been tested negative to COVID in the last 48 hours. Before that, you could go to a restaurant without having to show any of that, but today you can't even sit at a bar and have a drink. So it's been a little weird to like they have to adapt and they ask you that every 5 seconds, but it is what it is, right? We have to get through this pandemic and do what we have to do.
Yeah, this is the best margarita I've had since being in Los Angeles. I used to drink margaritas all the time, and this reminds me a little bit about home, and I really love it. I'm enjoying it. It's so funny because as you saw that clip of Paul being embarrassed, it's funny because I don't think he realizes when he's behind the camera filming me that everyone stares as well. And it is awkward, but you get used to it. But whenever I pull out the camera, he's like, can you like do it a little bit more discreetly? Can you like hide it behind you? I'm like, how am I supposed to get an angle of you with hiding the camera? So it's pretty funny. It's a little awkward, but you get used to it. Alright guys, it's about 7 p.m. right now, and we are on the hunt for a restaurant. A nice restaurant for dinner. It's kind of difficult because everything we've looked at so far has had bacon, ham, beef, and I can't eat those things, so we're still on the hunt. We also are headed back towards the cathedral because we heard there's like a light show at night, and we'd really like to catch that. I don't know what time. I don't know if they have it tonight. So we're hoping to catch that and let you guys be able to view that for the vlog. And yeah, let's go see what we can find for dinner.
Someone's excited about her pasta.
How do you call this? Pasta olio oxen free. How do you call it?
I have no idea what you ordered, babe.
Linguine aglio e olio. So it's olive oil, basil, tomato, cherry tomatoes, black olives, and spicy garlic. My mouth is watering. So ready for this, guys. Too hot.
Tastes good?
Tastes very good, but I need salt.
I was gonna get another pizza, but my wife talked me out of it because she said I always eat pizza. So I got the ravioli, which looks delicious. However, I'm afraid I'm gonna be hungry after this. Let's see if I can grab. They're huge. Do you see this? Truffle, mushroom. God.
Aren't you happy you didn't get the pizza?
Oh yeah. This is serious. This is a fancy restaurant. We're at.
Paul's eating all this dessert. I just have the tea.
Well, this was very cheap, so I figured let's get all of it. We have the creme brulee, chocolate mousse, tiramisu, whatever that is.
Chocolate. It looks like chocolate. It's chocolate.
And that's a pie, an apple pie. Tiramisu is delicious. Let's try the chocolate mousse. That's not mousse. What is that? Caramel cream. Ooh. Interesting. Creme brulee. My favorite so far. Apple tart. That's alright.
Creme brulee for the win. We just finished an amazing dinner at GIRASOLE. If you come to Strasbourg, you need to go to this restaurant. This was definitely one of the top between Tianheng in Paris and here in Strasbourg, but pretty much my favorite restaurant in France. It was delicious, and now we are on our way to the cathedral to see, I guess every summer they have like a light up show on the cathedral, so we're excited to see that. But we're gonna end this video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us to Strasbourg, and we'll see you guys next week on the next video. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next week. Au revoir.